Hi, this is Frank from EntropyPawsed. Welcome to our module on our solar electric system.
We have two 50-watt Sunwise panels and one 60-watt GSE panel. That's a thin film, one of the newer generation of panels. We have them mounted on a wooden frame that I made myself. Panels are mounted at just above ground level. We found that really handy for winter position right now, and then there's a spring and fall position and a summer position. I just take out one of the bolts on the side of each side of the frame and rotate on the other bolt and then re-bolt, and so I have three holes along the frame where the bolts can fit, and I just use the information I found by Googling to determine the angle. Junction boxes and wires we bought from a local electric supplier. The conduit, I got gauge wire running in this conduit under the cabin from the front, then into this junction box and into the house. The other little boxes for plugging in our generator, 500 watt continuous generator. It's gasoline powered. It was really relatively inexpensive. Right now the pull cord mechanism is broken. I have to take it off and wind it up manually to get it started, but the manufacturer promises he'll be sending a new one. We take this heavy gauge extension cord and string it in the tree on a screw in the front of the house and plug it into that little box when we need to run the generator. We have this other extension cord here in the dog box that goes into the cabin near where we use most of our electricity, and we string it over the top of the propane tank on the alcove over the refrigerator and into the shed when we run the generator, and then we power our computer modem and stuff directly from the generator during that period. Our batteries, disconnects, charge controller, inverter are in this window seat. Here are the disconnects and the charge controller. This is the charger that we use when we're running the generator to charge up our batteries. We have three 75 amp hour glass mat batteries. They're no names that came from China. We added a fourth about a year after we installed the system. That turned out to be a mistake. The batteries should all be aged the same. There's our inverter. It's a big truck inverter. It costs 12 volt. Uses the exhaust fan down there such that when we're boiling water we can exhaust the heavy moisture laden water out the cabin so it doesn't collect inside. The LED light and the ceiling fan close by, and then to get to our office alcove and back we actually plug in a heavy-duty extension cord into the inverter in the window seat, bring it out from the closet, and surreptitiously run it along the green trim all the way back to our office alcove. Here, speed internet here. We have DSL that operates at a little less than 600 kilobits per second because a neighbor down the road about 5 miles has a nursery business. We get the benefit of having a DSL system that almost works, and it ends up that almost all of our electricity we use to power our modem and our laptop computer, our battery charger for AAA batteries, and occasionally our the cabin was unfinished. We thought we would pre-wire for 12 volt some lights and for an inverter in our office location. We went to the local electric distributor. They sold us this stuff, Romex, solid wire. Guess what? Romex doesn't work with 12 volt. Instead, you need the braided kind. The heavier the better, because if you're going to do 12 volts, you get voltage loss and rather short distance.
Our simple solar system cost about $3,000. If you live in an average American household, to solar power your household will cost you about $80,000. Is this truly a sustainable.
Well, that's all we got to say about solar electric today. So hope you learned something. So long from Entropy Paused, and see you next week. Bye.